Well, there you are again. Charlie Greer podcast again. I do this every day. Today, we're talking about the Delphi murders again. Um, Pray for the families, pray for the kids, pray for Abby and Libby, pray for law enforcement, pray for everyone. So, is there something happening? Is this really a thing now? This is a good. If it is, it's good. It's a good thing. But now they arrested KK's cousin who was lived in that house on Country Club Road that someone was going in and out using their Wi-Fi. I mean, are they on to something? Um, I was watching another podcast. Is this training? Is this kind of like busy work? Are they just doing like a training set? But they've been doing that for like a couple weeks now, 3 weeks, something like that. I hope so, man. I hope just for everybody, even law enforcement, will be like, oh, thank God, because this has been it's tough for everybody. Um, but they were doing reenactments. They had reenactors. That's how I guess you do it. Maybe they found. Did they find evidence? Did they find what they were looking for? And then you come in and reenact and film it for the court, or is that what's going on? And I hope so. I still have this like weird feeling about a setup, or they're hanging people out to dry. Maybe they'll get a couple of the people, but a few others aren't gonna. I don't know. That's what my gut feeling. I mean, again, I'm not a psychic. I'm not a medium. I'm amateur hour when it comes to true crime. There's other podcasts like this, and every time there's people that are better and a lot better. So you can find them, and I watch them too. In this case, kind of hit me. It did everything. I connected with it. It aggravates me. Justice, that kind of stuff. But I hope so. I hope with their metal detectors and everything, they did find something. Because they're reenacting, you know what I mean? Like they're throwing something off to see where it would. Or is that training? Is that just like a 3-week training? Why would they do it there? I don't know. But I hope so. It seems like something's going on. Of course, we haven't heard from the cast of characters like Tobe or Doug or the law enforcement, I should say. Don't you think they would want to peacock a little bit? Yep, see, we told you we're doing the right thing. I mean, I don't know. Where have they been? Why don't they tell us? I know they have to save stuff for a trial, but you do stuff in generalities. It's like, yep, how you doing? Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, right. See you later. That kind of thing. Touching base, basically. Just, hey, we're still here. Okay, great. Thank you. None of that. It's weird. And even it's been news. It's been on the news about this new development. And then, the newscasters are kind of like, they should be more kind of direct and say, hey, well, have they said, look, why don't you come on and talk, or release a statement? Have they released a statement? Do we even know this has anything to do with the Delphi murders? Again, pray for the Abby and Libby and their families and everybody. Could this be something else? Again, a training or the other case KK has or something. Is that what this is? Coming up at the end of the year, you got to spend that money unless we get that budget next year. Yeah, is that what we're doing with? Because, that's a lot of things are like that. If you don't spend your budget, then you won't get, we need more money. There's more crime this year than there was that. I don't know. And I'm not pointing the finger. I'm just asking questions. Again, I'm amateur hour here. I don't know. But it seems like something good is happening here. It's been almost 6 years. In February, it'll be 6 years. And that cousin of KK's who lives on Country Club Road, and they know that's where when it was going down, someone was there going in and out of the Wi-Fi or whatever was going on. I watched a few podcasts. Anyway, that warrant was like a year old on a DUI. Like, why'd they wait that long? And why'd they arrest him the day? They arrested him, like, what is it, September 1st? And then the September 2nd, they started doing like the reenact. Is that something going on there? Has he, but wouldn't they say, if they got him for DUI, a warrant of DUI, wouldn't they also, if he was anything to do, again, is this just busy work by cops that know how to make it look like, it looks like we're doing something, or I don't know. Wouldn't they, what kind of lawyer did he retain? Like, did he get like there's got to be people out there that are good of snooping around, finding out this stuff. The, one podcasters, the couple that seem to have an insider, they're claiming that it is. They're like, hey, this is a thing. It has to do with Delphi, and they are about to release some stuff of whatever. It's about to go down. I hope so. But man, is it like, again, I have this feeling, a gut feeling, like something else, I don't know. Didn't KK say he was selling access to that account, Anthony Shots? Wasn't there multiple people? They know this. Multiple people were using it. And didn't they say in the transcripts where they're interrogating that they know there was two different people, because they could just tell, the linguist can pick that up. Like, they could tell it was two different people just by how they were talking. I don't know, like something. Again, this case doesn't make sense. Agatha Christie would be blushing. I wish she had written it. I mean, and the gas station, they didn't get the footage. Again, when I've been keeping up on this, when this thing popped off about a week or so ago, it's like, okay, finally something is going on. But is it? I mean, is this another? Why haven't they done a presser? The last presser was like the weirdest presser in the history of pressers. He might be in the room. Dun, 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 bye. I mean, that's just, here's a new sketch of a young guy. Well, he was old. Now he's young. It's just like a parlor game. Don't you think they would actually want to mop that up and kind of do another presser so people kind of forget about that? No. Weird, strange, mysterious world we live in. And nobody's talking besides those two, a couple that released stuff, got an insider. Wouldn't that be admissible evidence to leaking something, or you got an insider? Can't okay, isn't it weird that the updates on this case are coming from a YouTube podcast, a YouTube channel? Isn't that kind of strange? Again, I don't know these people. They might be the best people. I don't know. But isn't that weird? Wouldn't even think, if they were kind of like, open mind, wouldn't they think that was weird? It's because they're doing it. It's not weird. No, it's strange. Who are they? Are they the Zeus of like true crime podcasting, or the Zeus or what? Zeus I don't know. Multiple shit. Plural. Is it again? Where's the update? Where's somebody? I could just touch base. It's, yep. See, well, and even talking riddle, something. Just show your face, a little wink or something. Just but they're there. They've been out there. Are they back? Did they stop? Was it training? Who knows? In like 6 weeks, it's gonna be like, well, that was training. We had see, we want to. Or in 6 weeks, it's like, we arrested 7 people involved. I hope so. Because I don't think, I think this has, there's going to be like, there's going to be people going down if they're on the right thing. I don't think it's just one person. I think there's going to be like, you know, multiple, I should say. Again, I have this feeling. Maybe it's because they were catfish that I'm getting this feeling that, because again, I'm not a psychic. Again, I'm not a medium. I'm not saying this. It's going by my intuition, gut feeling. And I'm not a true crime podcaster. There's other better people out there. I suggest go check them out. Um, but is it just because the girls were catfished? Is that why I'm picking that up? Or did someone catfish the catfisher? Or something stupid? I know that sounds stupid. But um, there's all kinds of crazy theories out there. And one of them is that KK, his computer guy, who I guess worked on his computers and phones and whatever, I guess you could get the passwords. And yeah, I don't know who the dude even is. I heard that on some kind of podcast. I thought, wait. I was laying, I wasn't even watching. I was laying down like, hey, that would make sense. But then again, it could just be a theory. You got to ask questions. Process of elimination, just go through all these scenarios. But it usually Occam's razor. It's cut and dry. But crime is weird. If they ask somebody to get a ride, now all of a sudden this dude's a accomplice to, man, they said they'd smoke a joint with me. I didn't know. Is that what happened? Other people just covering up because they know they don't want to go down. I mean, and taking him out. See, this is one thing I think something is going on, that they took KK out for like a day. And there's some kind of like negotiations going on. But I think that's with his, would you negotiate with the other case to, I'm not a lawyer. There should be isn't there a lawyer that's in on this case? Can they talk? Should they? Again, it's a good thing. Something's happening. They might be, maybe we just have to be patient. Have faith. And if they did, it's did they call other people in and like has someone in new eyes? Is that what they? Because by their own admission, this KK, his case, like 30 counts of all this crazy evil stuff, opened up the biggest case of crazy stuff in Indiana. I can't say certain words. Is this the tip of the iceberg of stuff that and why did they go to France? I heard they went to France. Maybe he sold that. I don't know. Weird in this small town in Indiana. And then there's the Florida fires with the, pardon me. And even in the Florida fire case, there's the same cast of characters. That's weird, but I grew up in a small town. I know how everybody knows everybody. Pardon me. And you just know, everybody. And their parents know this and everybody knows everybody. I get that. That's why I'm surprised that the town, people aren't talking more. Are they scared to? Have they been told that, hey, just, or not told, but hey, so we suggest that we, but the reenactment, that seems like they found something. Maybe they did find something. And what would they be looking for? Would a phone? And how long has it been in the water? Is because stuff was going down that they recently threw something? Like, oh my God, because they know they took stuff from the scene. Is that what they did? They found out that some person involved was like, look, and then threw it over the river, like what, a month ago? Or was it 6 years ago? I mean, could be. I don't know. I honestly don't even have a POI because everything's so weird. And everything can be dun, dun, dun. There's all these dun, dun, duns going on in this game. And then KK, he's been he wants money now. And there's these girls that are sexting him or something. What the hell is going on? And those little quirks or whatever they are, they get. I didn't even know that it was a thing. Like a little texting thing. Huh? Maybe they give it to him to see who would. There you go. To monitor it. just to monitor what he was saying. Might be a little slip up. Also, somebody said that, and I forgot, I should list who I heard this podcast, but some podcaster was saying that like KK's father had been seeing him every once in a while, then cut him off for a long time. And but lately he's been there like every day. Like every day he can see he's there. And didn't they raid his house? I mean, granted, KK lived with him, but it was like, did I don't know. A lot of questions. Who is this cousin? Never been much said about him. Lived at the Country Club Road, which they know there was activity going on the day or at the time it was going down, or when they were communicating something. That's weird. Could it be that I'm like, yeah, we're going to go to the trail. Y'all pick me up. It's me here, as someone else is catfishing a catfisher, and then they go. So it looks like you set somewhat to look like when you're the one that kind of snuck in and did I don't know. Strange stuff. Comment and tell me what you guys think. Is this a training exercise? Is this connected to another case? Or is it right on the money? Are they like, yeah, finally we got a break. Finally we can proceed with this. Because honestly, the cops have been taking a beating, man. I mean, brutal. Everybody's because they made mistakes. They made obvious mistakes, just amateur hour mistakes. I mean, again, everybody's human. We make mistakes, but I hope for law enforcement's sake that they got back on track, switched gears, whatever they said, and then got on the hustle, called in some new eyes, some new FBI, whatever. And then are they're on the right track. It seems like they're doing in the last 3 weeks more than they've done in a long time. Something's got to be going on. I hope it's not training. I hope they're just not doing a training video of like, yeah, this is wouldn't that suck if you came out like, oh, we thought it was great. No, we were just filming a training video for the recovery of, which coincides with, again, I don't know. In an election year, so that's what you would do. Like, yeah. And I'm not pointing a finger. Again, questions, scenarios, speculation. I would be another weird thing to find out that was just a training video. Like, oh no, we weren't that just, and make it coincide. Again, why would they take him out, KK, for a day? And how do you do that? And then take him? Didn't he go somewhere with them? Did he show them where something was buried or something, or jumped off? Is that why they're there? Because he said, hey, it was thrown off this bridge. I mean, or was it his birthday? I don't know. Also coinciding with this is these women that are like contacted him, and they like, I was watching this podcast here, like, it's crazy. Obvious. Oh man. I mean, what you want to insert yourself in some kind of just creating chaos and paying him money? I don't know. Just to get my thoughts to say, hey, I'm going to call the jail and try to call an inmate. Are you kidding me? Who would do, unless it was your brothers? I mean, I don't know. What kind of attention do you need? Attention seeking to like, yeah, let's call this dude. And maybe if we give him money, well, is that going to mess up the case? Again, that's suspicious too. It almost seems like that's what a crooked lawyer would suggest something to do. That like, yeah, that'll be inadmissible. Again, I did a video on the Delphi, and I think there's inadmissible evidence. I think something happened in the beginning. Again, this is speculation. I go on gut intuition that maybe it was tainted because of maybe the searchers or somebody on the search team, or just human error. They cannot bring this to court now because, I think that's one of the things. It might not be. Again, I don't know. I'm just thinking, scenarios. I'm not a detective. I don't, but a couple things that they pulled him out for a day. And then a couple of weeks later, his cousin, who's kind of connected to the Country Club Road guy, is arrested on a old warrant. They could have picked him up in that warrant like a year old or something. They could have picked him up, and was he driving? It is a DUI warrant. When you live in rural Indiana, you got to drive. There's no buses. They're like, I'll take the tram. No, we're gonna walk to the. You're gonna walk Country Club Road. I've never been there, but I'm thinking that's a rural road. Country Club Road. You don't be walking out. It's just gravel and So that to me, that even more so than them searching, because that could be just a training thing. But to pull him out, wouldn't you have to have some kind of warrant or something to pull him out and evidence to be? You just can't walk. Oh yeah, we're just gonna pull him out for the day. He likes White Castle, and we're all going. So we thought, no, you gotta have reasoning and go to a judge, don't you? Like show evidence, and then his cousin is arrested on an old warrant that they've been sitting on. Why would they sit on that warrant for a year? Maybe because they were timing it. So okay, we'll get him on this warrant now. Okay, legit DUI warrant. Get him in jail. That way, when we do release this stuff, he doesn't tuck tail and head to Mexico or something, or do something other. Who knows? Could be. You never know. Again, pray for Abby and Libby. Pray for their families. Pray for law enforcement. Just spread the blessing. Again, why we all talk about this is to solve those murders, justice for Abby and Libby, and also so it won't happen again. We don't want to be living in a world where this goes down. And that was 6 years ago. Wonder what with the technology and all these apps and this, that, and the other, what is going on? I'm glad I'm not that tech savvy. I'm glad I don't have. I have a cell phone, but man, I'm not shit. You give people an inch, they'll take it a mile. They'll turn something into. Damn. Do they give psychological tests in jail? Do they kind of like see who's the psychopath, the narcissist, the psychopath? You can do that. There's tests you could do. Is there an IQ prerequisite for law enforcement to be able to, I'd hope so. I'd hope so. Because you'd want the smartest and the strongest, I guess, if you're a law enforcement. Well, we need you smart and we need you strong. You would think. But a lot of times it's like, oh, that's so-and-so's boy, and we're all a bunch of so-and-so's, and it's been going on for decades. Is that what it's? I feel a lot of that, and everywhere that's everywhere. I don't think you can get rid of like nepotism, favoritism, cronyism, narcissism, all that stuff that goes on in our public. That goes back to the shit. It's as old as time. But since they pulled him out, and then they arrested his cousin, I think that's what I'm going to concentrate on. Forget about they're in the river or whatever, reenactment on video. That could be a training video. We don't know. Is that what they're going to do? Like, oh no, that had nothing to do with. See, we were shooting this new training video. We got a grant from I don't know. But that couple, and they claim no, it's not. I hope they're right. And hey, they've been doing good work. Look, they've been doing a lot more. I don't know how they're doing it. Again, that's kind of suspicious. They got an insider. I don't know. They got a cousin. That's the. But. Got to take my hat off to them, man. They're putting in the work. They're releasing like legit stuff. Thank you. Shit. But I can't. It just everything is suspicious about this. Maybe you have to be cloak and dagger to do this. Maybe you have to, maybe they're being told, what, hey, we're going to use you to release this stuff. Don't say that. Maybe they can be trusted with information others can't. I don't know. I'm going to do a deep dive and do more about this cousin and the legalities of pulling somebody out of jail like that. And didn't they take him somewhere? Didn't someone say they saw him on a bridge or they took him in the wood? Is that what happened? Is that these? Because they said there were signatures and the killer took something from the crime scene. Did he go somewhere and bury it under a rock, and every once in a while to relive his fantasies, whatever, he digs it up and is that crazy? But is that what happened? And Keegan knows, and he came out. Well, look, I know where it's at. You have to take me. I can't really tell you. Can't write a map, but if you take me out for a day, I'll mosey on into the woods with you. And then somehow they got the DNA from the cousin. And I only saw like a couple pictures of this cousin. Is he BG? Or is there more than one? Is there like 3 people involved? Driver, catfisher, killer. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see because they're not telling us. Maybe they'll leak some stuff through the other, the YouTubers that have an inside source. But I think this is, again, it is a blessing. It's a good thing. Something's happening. Wheels are turning. See, the wheels of justice, they're slow, man. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove. And thank goodness, because you don't want mob rule. You don't want people going, it's him, and build a gallows and start hanging people. Ha, ha, ha. And everybody is for it. And then you realize, shit, that's what we have, these laws. And they take time and file the paperwork and the judge but it's been a while. It's been too long. February will be 6 years. Again, I grew up in a small town. I grew up in a little small town. Let's go to the creek or let's go to the rock quarry and jump out there. It's a day off of school and you're all happy and everybody's together and they're meeting. And then, for it to just be so tragic and not solved yet, I can relate. Again, I don't even know what it is about this case because I've watched other true crime and the first 48 and all the other stuff. But this one is just like, man. Can people comment and add, is that the same with you? People that are, what is it about this case? Again, justice, it happened to kids. They had the video and the audio and this, that, and the other. And a cast of characters. It's just like, it's like the board game Clue. You just had, so-and-so at the pipe and in the parlors. I don't know. It's strange. Strange and mysterious world. But look, I love y'all. I do this every day. Not necessarily about the Delphi murder, but I do my podcast every day. So I'll see you tomorrow. Be blessed. I love y'all. Cheers.